And we're back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, Janice has made her way into Theo's abode, goes to the hallway, and is greeted by the sight of several people eating pizza, probably pizza grease on some people's faces, specifically Cordelia slash Cassandra's. Ezra in the kitchen getting himself his own slice. There is a person that looks like they're crouched in the corner in a refractored cage of some sort that hasn't really been talking or anything like that, probably because they don't want to. And everyone turns to look at her as she enters into the doorway, the entryway of the living room. She looks like she's ready. Like, the best way to put it, Mo, you probably have seen this before because you've been like a hunter. I think you were a Slayer branch person before, which is someone that like would have like been, you go into like the most intense situations. So this is someone that's dressed for like, hey, I'm kind of waiting to see if I'm needed somewhere in terms of like I'm hunting, or I might not. Very dark colors. Their hair's out, or her hair is out, but it looks like she might have a method to pin it up really quickly that you kind of see like a wrist of different scrunchies probably to pull it up. Boots, very much not like how Janice normally dresses. Usually dresses for the office or for like work or like business casual or casual. Very surprising to see from her because you probably should have known she used to be a hunter based off of the scar on her face, but still, have never seen that from her. She nods. She enters like, hello, S12. Is someone missing?
Yeah, about that. We got a lot to talk about. Cordelia's gone.
What do you mean gone?
I mean, and I'm gonna look at somebody else because I'm bad at lying. So
there was an incident. There was an incident. We were attacked, and she kind of gestures to the person in the mirror cage. I was injured. I'm better now, thanks to some magic. But I had a tether to Cordelia, and it broke.
Nice.
When I got injured in the fight, and she was just gone after that.
I see. So you were responsible for the tether connected to Cordelia that kept her here. Not. This is not a blaming thing. This is a
through an odd chain of events. Yes, I was. It was not bestowed upon me. I accidentally became the tether.
I understand. I'm sorry, Megan. More that this seems like a very abrupt change of events, and that's unfortunate. I hope a lot seems to have happened for everyone today, and losing a team member is never a good thing. So I'm really sorry. On top of everything else, but also who's that? And points to you, Corey, who is dressed in very fey attire, which is very like iridescent gown, long spaghetti strap, and you're sitting on a couch with a pizza in your plate on your lap.
It's just a plate full of the bones. It's just the crust. It's
You don't eat the crust?
You don't eat the crust?
Iris does.
That is valid. It's like, so who's this? I understand like if this was one of the, we're calling them dolls because doll maker, but you're not a doll. You're not a doll. Who are you?
Hi. My name is Cassie or Cassandra. You can call me Cassie. I guess, sort of got wrapped up in all of this.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This must be a lot for you then.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
So I'm sorry. There's a whole spiel that us at the Corps give to people that might have never seen monsters or anything like that before. So we can go over that shortly. But it seems like you have been caught off guard, so we can have that conversation another time if you would like to, or we can have your memory wiped, which is something that we can also do if you don't want to know anything about the other side of things.
I mean, is there a timeline on that? Is it?
Oh no, I
Okay.
obviously just don't go out screaming into the streets that ghost exists and werewolves exist and all this other stuff. But
Werewolves too. Okay.
yeah. Oh,
Wow.
I'm sorry. Yes. So outside of that, it's up to you if you want to stay for this conversation, but it's just to let S12 know of the aftermath that happened at a certain containment center. Nelik turns to Yumo, turns to Theo. I would say Ezra comes back from the kitchen with pizza. Definitely already saw that Janice entered from where he was. And he does walk over to you, Cordelia, to sit next to you. But doesn't become familiar with you. Acts as if he's I'm comforting a stranger. But Janice takes a stance in the middle of the room, entryway. So, at the containment center, it was a bit hectic. It was a bit much. Total loss has been about 6 people. But we were able to take down about 10 to 11 dolls. And unfortunately they did escape, but it doesn't seem that the doll maker has broken out. It seems like they stayed in containment, but we're a little concerned about damage done to the containment area. So we're going to have specialist magic professionals go in to refortify, but it looks like there was just enough. We got there just in time before they broke through. So yeah, crisis averted, but we still need to do a tally, do a check-in. Some people weren't able to identify who was killed. Some we were. So you're going to verify that. That's going to take a day or two. And yeah, luckily we didn't have to have other hunters go out there. I was already on standby. I would have asked Theo or y'all if it ever came down to that to go there as well, but it looks like it was averted. Yeah. I will also say that the doll maker has been in containment for some time now, and they found a way in, or they found a way around things, it seems. There's nothing we could do about that. But now all we can do, is see if there's anything else we can do in regards to finding out if there's more dolls in general. 2 years of converting people to being dolls. We need to double check that. And we have another doll containment from Calgary Avenue, so that's one. We have this one here. Maybe we'll be able to help them. But depending on how long they've been under the doll maker's control, it will depend if it can happen in general. You can see the person in the containment looks up, looks concerned and wants to talk but chooses not to. Um, I can answer any question that you may have about the doll maker, but we don't know. I personally do not know a lot about the doll maker besides they've been there for a very long time. They normally don't talk, so the fact they wanted to meet with Mo did come out of nowhere. And it was for the sake of getting more information.
How did they even know who Mo was?
Yeah, that was my question.
Well, if they were able to create an army of dolls, every doll can gain information. Think of it as a hive mind situation. If one person knows in that hive group about you or any member that you might have, that is enough to pass on to the main consciousness, if that makes any sense. So you might have talked to someone and passed that information on.
I guess. I mean, well, we all know I'm not the best with secrets, so that's honestly a probability instead of just a possibility. But I'm just wondering why me? Why me specifically?
Why he chose you?
Yeah.
The doll maker loves to go for people that have, I wouldn't say a weakness, but are grieving in some way, or hurt in some way, or missing something in some way. Very human thing that people are lacking. Something that they might regret or miss or want. They can never have. The easiest thing is someone that craves power, but they love going for people that are hurt. And it's not just because they want to hurt you, it's because it's easier for them to get in.
Of course. Makes sense.
Let me be clear, this is messed up no matter how you slice it. They went after several people before they were in containment. Luckily, someone captured them before that happened. And they plotted this out. And they plotted out for a while, and we were not aware. I will never, ever put you in danger like that again.
How is it being fixed going forward then? It seems like a pretty decent gap in security.
Well, we have several other containment centers. We can move them to a different location. We are going to up the memory barrier to have another authentication process of some sort. We have to talk with cleaners about that, as well as people on the higher up to figure out what we could put in place for that. And we need to be honest, delve further into perhaps the doll maker and their methods, because we didn't know that the journal was tied to them at all. So hopefully there's not another thing out there that's tied to them, but
what if there is?
We need to find that out.
There was a whole list of items stolen at the same time. It's public information.
Yes. So, the next steps personally are going to be looking into finding out what that other missing item is. There might be even more than that, because to be honest, I do not trust the doll maker on that one. So we need to find out what that long list is of things that might have gone missing. And we are going to be going forward with clearing Jack Olsen and having him assist Chris in recovery. That could take some time, but clearing should take another few days, and then maybe essentially we're going to be focusing on making sure that the doll maker doesn't have any other foothold into getting to us, any of our hunters, another way in, but this was my understanding a thwarted effort. So I really hope there's no plan B or C or D. This was just a plan A, but they are meticulous and conniving and...
I do hate to be the person to say this, but there does seem like a pretty big unknown risk with this. Has there been any thought about destroying the doll maker? I get that's not choice A, but...
You assume that people haven't tried already.
I know that I probably don't get to ask questions in this instance.
Sure. Cassie, right?
Yes.
By all means.
What is this thing? Is he a wizard? Is he just some giant squid monster from outer space? Or
oh no, they are. I don't know enough about it. They turn to Theo. So she turns around to Theo and gestures for Theo to talk. It's like, all right. The doll maker, my understanding, has been around for a very long time. It is assumed there might be documentation somewhere in the Corps that we can dig up, but they might have been a Corps member at some point. And there's no verification of that. No one's been able to find it. But we might need to dig into that furthermore now, more than ever, to verify. They are what we call, documentation-wise, the Veiled. They're an entity that came back and was brought back to life by either their own experimentation or by another being, higher level being. No one knows.
Doesn't the Corps regulate all of that? Wouldn't they know who has been brought back if it was a member?
It's the weirdest thing about that is that their documentation, we don't know who they originally were. All we know is that they go by the doll maker now, or someone gave them that title. If they had another name from before, we don't know. There's what?
Was Megan told another name? I know she asked questions about him and got some of the backstory.
You know that the doll maker
was human.
They go by the doll maker now, so they might know what their name is. They just told you that they go by the doll maker.
Okay, I wasn't sure if she was told another name.
Yeah. I was trying to remember too. So, and you know that they call themselves the Veiled. So they said that to you. So Theo is confirming everything that they said to you. But hunters got together to contain them. They got hurt. That was years ago, I suppose. And the best option was to contain them. People have tried to... I don't even know if killing him is the right word. End him. Stop his existence. Whatever that might be.
Destroy.
There we go. Thank you, Megan. But all have been unsuccessful. So the best option was to either contain him, move him, whatever it might be. That might not be the case anymore. So the best option is to find out as much as we can now about the doll maker. If there's any other ways they can get in. And yeah.
Sorry to keep interrupting, I guess, but is it even safe to transfer something like this? I mean, you said that you have other locations, but if
We wouldn't do it immediately. It would be refortifying what we have already. We have to schedule it. And it needs to be scheduled in a way where only the people that need to know about the transfer. And it can't be known by anyone else where they're going. So yeah. It's a whole
We don't know
process.
who their spies are, though.
Exactly. So the next plan looks to Janice, and Janice pipes up, is to finding out how many dolls there are, because people can hide in plain sight as a doll, is my understanding. So if we can find them out, this is a layered attempt. This is a layered thing.
that's a little terrifying, and Cassie's just gonna like properly scoot back a little bit and just begin to sort of like drum a little tune on the rim of the plate.
Ezra, like, lightly, because I would say, like, his arm is behind you on the couch, like, trying not to be obvious, like, touches the back of your shoulder, as a way to comfort you, but it just looks like, oh, two people that don't know each other. Like a light tap for assurance. It is terrifying, but now we know that they made a play and they're trying to get out, and there are ways to get out, and they have an army at their disposal they can use at any time. I will say that they might not try again anytime soon, because that exerted a lot of energy, but they just need to recover at this point.
How are you going to find the dolls? Is there a test?
Well, my understanding, we have like gestures to the guy in the containment. We have him, and we have another doll in custody. There might be a way to reverse engineer where they're coming from, or find out how to get to the hive mind of it all. You also have, and if you remember, Megan, this is Keeper saying that you or Willow, I don't remember who had it, has the ichor from that you took in terms of like in a napkin or something like that.
I don't think that was Megan.
I think that was Willow then. So reverse. Willow pipes up. Yes, I have things. I have like dips into their pocket. Residue. It might be able to help. Maybe you can find out more about it. Yes. And gestures a napkin to Janice, and Janice like puts hands up, like I don't want to touch that. Theo comes forward, pulls out a napkin from their pocket, and like takes it from Willow. It's like, that'll be helpful. Kind of same signature as them, so we can at least try to find the dolls, maybe help them. Unfortunately, you might have to kill them, unfortunately. If it gets to that point, I am hoping that we can help some people, but depends on how long they've been under control.
I mean, if you do find a way to destroy the doll maker, that should end the effect.
Yep. So that would be the next step. We have a lot of work ahead of us, essentially. So yeah.
You're sure they're contained? That they didn't get out?
Janice and Theo exchange looks. It's like, from what we could tell you,
Okay.
there is an entity in that containment center. It looks like the doll maker. The doll maker hasn't spoken to us though. So
That's not a 100% thing, though.
I know. That's why this is concern. You understand?
I'm gonna regret this.
Oh no.
Okay, no, I love this. Go ahead, let's go.
Making choices!
Has anyone looked to, like, I know you can use magic to see where someone or something is. Has anyone done that? on the doll maker to make sure that's where they actually are?
You're asking Theo, because
In general, both of them.
I mean, if we are talking above game, I have tune in, like to. Would that work?
Is it one of those things you have to be in range thing?
No, it says you can attune your mind to a monster or minion. Roll plus weird.
You want to tune into the guy in the containment?
You'll be part of the hive.
I swear to God.
No. I'm saying no, that will not happen. But like,
Okay.
if you want to tune in, you can. And if you're going to ask me something specific, sure.
Oh boy, let's go. That's a 13.
Yeah. All right. Tune in. What it do? Let me see.
Okay. Let me get back to the page.
You hold 3. You can ask me 3 questions from this list.
Oh, spicy. All right. I would like to ask, where is the creature right now?
Okay.
He's ruined Shadai's plans. We saw that on the face.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at this list because I'm curious about like certain things. So can you describe how you were tuning into the doll maker specifically? So you're sitting in front of the person contained, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I think Millie is tuning in by tuning out. Like they've already been quiet for this conversation, and now that they have like some kind of inkling, instead of using like the sight to interact with spirits, they're closing in, focusing inwards to project themselves to wherever the doll maker might be, or a doll. It's your choice.
Okay. So full grid of the New York City not skyline, just like New York City grid is the best way, but you're in Brooklyn right now. So where is the creature at? So you feel a heavy concentration in the area that Theo and Janice kind of mentioned, which is like the lower end side of things. So that's where it seems like a predominant amount of energy is. So like, yay. It means that like a great majority of them are there, but I would say that you sense a large amount of energy somewhere else too. Like, so there's the dolls, you can kind of see them like dots on a map a little bit. So that means they're like, oh, spread out, spread thin. This is like all connected. It seems like there is one that is in Midtown area near like, I wouldn't say it's at Central Park, but it's like near Central Park in terms of like the area of Manhattan, that has a higher concentration as well. Not as much, but more than normal for everywhere else.
Cool. My next question is who is it going to attack next?
At the moment, it doesn't have a plan to attack anyone. But okay. You get the vibe, I'll give you this, that there's a collective conscience to focus on Ezra.
Okay. Then I guess last question. Who does it regard as the biggest threat?
That's a great question. Let's see. Theo.
Okay. And just for brevity, they're gonna relay that to the entire party, so it's group knowledge.
Ezra looks up. What? Mm-hmm. Me?
Yes, you.
Why? I've never met them.
They were really interested in you. They wanted me to find out more about you. I don't know why.
Okay. And Theo said and I would say Janice is concerned. Janice and Theo are concerned. Like, there's a higher concentration not at containment.
Yes, I assume so. What are we going to do about this? I can't think of any alternative other than to attack and destroy.
Well, if you could tell us where the location is, we can send someone out there to hunt that higher concentration down, because that's not. That could mean a lot of things, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Like Janice says, it could mean that, one particular person got stronger. It could mean that something else happened, but the best way to put it is to hunt down all the dolls and be a bit more direct. I would say focusing on that larger cluster, perhaps.
And lose more hunters?
What would you have us do? We do need to evaluate a couple of things. We need to recover. We need to discuss. So I don't think it's wise to attack today, but we do need to keep an eye on that.
You could also take out the smaller numbers. I mean,
that is the plan.
At the very least.
You're very knowledgeable, Cassie, in terms of next motivation. Like, I applaud you.
I'm a historian, sorry.
So yes. But wait, are you actually a historian? Or are you just lying right now?
I mean, I've certainly lived a lot of it, so
That's what I was like, that's funny. What a great cover.
That is a really great cover, because
history teacher.
You know what? I'm gonna keep that. I was gonna have you manipulate, but
Cheers.
but it's also not a lie, technically. So that's why I was like, you find ways out.
It's just a misnomer.
You find ways out of things. I applaud you. So that is the plan: to hunt down as many dolls as we can, help as many as we can, and then when we figure out more about the doll maker attacking, aiming for the larger clusters. It seems like there's only one, looks at Millie, but that is still a concern. That is something that we were not expecting either, on top of the things we were not expecting.
Could that cluster be the doll maker themselves?
It could be. That's why I'm concerned. It could also be evolving. Who knows?
What the fuck does that mean?
We don't know a lot about them. They're the Veiled. Veiled tend to evolve and change over time, and they've been in containment for this long, and if they're out and about and spreading out, they can adjust if they need to, if they feel like they're going to be hurt or damaged or killed. I don't know.
Could they clone themselves or replicate?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Theo pinches the bridge of their nose. Janice says, okay, we can speculate all we want. We're not going to know anything until we do research into them, because we haven't. At least not as much as we already know. So, we need to do more.
And is there a plan in place to protect Ezra?
There's going to have to be. That means that he can't be alone, essentially, or someone always has to be there with him.
Sounds like that person should be Theo.
Theo nods. Doesn't say anything, is, just nodding adamantly, even before you even say anything. He's like, fuck yeah. Yeah, that's a given kind of situation. And Ezra's like, in general, but, I can also just stay at the Corps or something. They have housing. There's that, too. I know I don't want to be cooped up forever in the Corps, but also, what, Millie?
I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to say anything. So, but I can there's options there. So I can stay with someone, I can have someone with me, I can stay at the core.
Don't go to the core.
Why?
If you think about it, that's where Mo spent most of her time. That's probably where the information was gathered about her. Statistically speaking, or likelihood.
Yeah.
That seems like the biggest risk. There's too many people there.
I mean, if you want to stay with Theo, or if you want to stay with me, or whoever you want to stay with, but I agree. I don't think the core is the safest place.
Okay.
No offense, boss.
None taken. Janice says, we haven't had a problem like this in a very long time, so we'll look into getting trustworthy people to protect not just Ezra, but everyone here. Okay. We have a plan. I would advise that y'all stay safe. Probably either stay here or buddy system, whatever. We will discuss next steps tomorrow. Okay. Cassandra, Cassie, do you need someone to help take you home? Or drop you off?
I mean, I don't know what else. These things are honestly terrifying, and so
Theo pipes up. I'll take her home.
I was gonna say, I trust him.
Okay. Efficient. Cool. So I'm going to leave. You can contact me by my phone, but in general, please stay safe. Message me if you need to, if anything pops up. And I'll alert the core on that one. So yeah. Does anyone have anything else they want to do before Janice leaves? Nope. Okay. So Janice does leave slowly, very somber. There's a lot of worry in the air in general. I'm going to ask, where is everyone gonna be going? Or where do people want to plan on going?
I have an idea. Oh. Sorry, go ahead.
First things first, I give my plate of bones to Marshmallow. And
there's like half a second where Mo's like, I was gonna, all right.
Marshmallow, like, happily, like, just like, thank you, like, happiest bark in the world. And then just like chows down, clomp, 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 slobber everywhere. It's wonderful. Theo raises their hand like, no, just fuck. Okay. It's probably fine. So yes. So you do that. You drop your plate of bones, the dough, crusty bits. Where are you going? Or where would everyone like to go?
So I have an idea that I want to discuss with Theo and Ezra and like the rest of the group if they want to stay for this conversation, because it's gonna happen as soon as Janice is out the door. Okay. Because Megan's gonna be like, I have an idea. You're not gonna like it, but I have an idea.
Okay.
So, who do we know that's beyond the doll maker's control? The Fae.
No. Like Theo says. No.
But like, no, like, it's the safest place right now.
Willow pipes up, yes. Yes.
Like, I get it.
Staying with me. Oh, you mean the whole Fae realm?
I mean the Fae realm. The Fae realm would be the safest place.
That is one of the most dangerous places you could put anyone, because you don't know anything about the laws, the lands, or the rules of the Fae realm.
I personally don't feel comfortable having Ezra out of our sight, and we can't all go to the Fae realm. I mean, I guess. I mean,
fine.
Theo says, like, let's say that it is a plan B. Okay.
Plan Z.
Okay, when Ezra gets caught, then I reserve full rights for I told you so.
Well, we do need to talk.
I feel like if Ezra gets caught, we're gonna have other problems. Sorry, go ahead.
I still need to talk to Elle, by the way, with you. So, like, that could be something that is brought up.
Exactly. We already have to talk with them.
Sure. We'll have that conversation. Just right now, let's make sure you're all safe. I can ward houses. It's fine. But, or we can all stay in one location. So, it's up to you.
I'd be okay with that.
Where?
Oh, I don't know. I was just you brought it up.
I mean, we could just call this a slumber party.
Oh my god. Like, Theo didn't realize what he was agreeing to.
They did just attack here and see
Yeah, I
Ezra
feel like
here.
here is probably not the best place. Can't be my place because my place won't fit all y'all. But we could probably find like a safe house or something. Oh, maybe not actually. If
There
the
are
core's
safe
not
houses
safe.
in the core that people are not supposed to know about. So I do have
Not supposed to does not guarantee.
wherever you're gonna choose is going to be a risk, Mo.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't exactly know if I can go to the core and still stay in contact with y'all. At least not in the immediate.
I mean,
So-
I would. Oh, go ahead.
You go.
Okay. I would still just argue here we can reinforce the wards. No one has to move technically, and who attacks the same place twice after casualties.
That is true.
They bring reinforcements.
And I
And
have
then we
points
destroy
to
those reinforcements.
Marshmallow, who's still like finishing the bones of the pizza, licking their chops, and then you do see Toothless, that is the black cat, weaving between Ezra's legs. It's like, I have them. They're back up too. I know they don't seem like a lot because that is a glamour, but
I mean, there's also your crow.
what?
Your bird?
What bird?
Oh no. Oh hell no.
Oh hell. Do you not have a bird?
Where did you see a bird?
It on the way to get the book the first time at the coffee shop, and then it asked where we were going, and I lied to it. That wasn't you. That wasn't your bird.
No. I don't have a bird. I'm not a bird.
It made my
person.
imp very unhappy.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna
So,
like as
Couple
like
weeks without bullshit for like once.
so Theo. I'm assuming everyone's staying at Theo's house. It's a big slumber party. There's enough space. Theo is regretting the decision, but also wants all of you to be safe. So yes, is there anything else anyone wants to do before Theo goes off? Is reeling from the mentioning of a bird, following y'all earlier, and is going to start warding the house more so than it already is. So this is going to take a little bit of time.
I want to ask Meg something. Doesn't have to be now though.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll probably just pull you aside and speaking of your imp, is he able to get into the core okay?
I haven't tried, but I'm sure you can find a way, given all the underground network I have within the core. I'm sure someone could let him in even.
Fair. There's a book that Willow was talking about that I think would be very important for us to read. Not that book, the book, but it was talking about creatures like the veiled, that sort of category of existence, and I'll probably talk to Mom and Millie in a bit about it, but it's. I think that's kind of what category Ezra might fall into, and that's.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
That's probably why the doll maker wants him. Yeah, I'll send the imp.
Thank you.
And she pulls out the imp stone and does that.
And I described the book.
Okay, you describe what Willow told you. Roll use magic to activate the imp stone. Oh, you have a glitch though.
Oh man. I'm feeling the trouble. I'm feeling the trouble today.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you choose between immediate unwelcome attention or problematic side effect.
Ooh.
I want drama shot. I am sorry.
Oh man. Okay.
Story.
So I will say that like the person in the ward that you have, it seemed like Janice was gonna bring someone by or come back to get them, or Thea was supposed to leave and deliver them. Either way. So I'm gonna say that you send out the imp, the smoke of this entity that makes a very like ghoulish looking person shape, takes the request, goes through like the cracks of the front door to leave, and just as that happens, the man in the containment center snaps his head up and looks very uncomfortable, I would say, and says like, I don't feel really good.
Really good how? Not really good how?
I don't know. I don't. It feels like something's like going into my head. I don't know how to put it.
Uh-oh.
Knock him out! Knock him out!
Yeah, I don't know. Knock his ass out.
Megan goes over and knocks him out.
Yeah.
It's in a containment center. So are you trying to get into the containment center and knock
Here's
him
the
out?
thing. I created the containment center.
That is true. All right, so I'm going to say that if you're going to do that, I would like you to roll kick some ass.
Yep. Hey! Sorry, that wasn't loud.
That was... You're fine. That's amazing. That's a 14, everyone. So with that, you get an extra effect to knock this guy out.
Let me see what my effects are real quick. Would I have taken harm at all because it's like he wasn't... Would he have fought back? Okay, no, I didn't think so. Okay. I force them where I want them. So, like, I'll use this to, like, make it so they're also in a place where they, like, can't see anything when they wake up.
Okay, so you knock them out. So, like, you go into your containment. I don't know how you're planning on knocking them out. I'm assuming, like, elbowing him in the head or choking him out. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the plan is, but essentially...
I expected a fist, to be honest with you.
All right, so you... Yeah, like just a hard punch to the side of the face.
What if it was a headbutt? Oh, that'd be so much better.
That'd be so much better. Actually, yes. You walk in, immediate, just like headbutt to this guy who barely is registering, and he collapses. And you decide to turn him. Did you want to like? What did you want to do to like make sure he doesn't see where he is?
So like, I wonder, would it be possible to like also like tie him up and like blindfold him? No.
Sure.
This poor man.
This poor man. He's been through so much.
They're gonna wipe his memory anyway. It's fine.
That's true. So. All right. So I would say that you're able to do that. Now that he's knocked out, everyone's kind of staring like Jesus Christ at you. Very efficient, Megan. And
Did you get stronger? Have you been working out or something?
I don't think strength was part of it. That's from other experiences.
Okay. All right.
That's from life experiences.
okay. So you do that. Theo comes back down from like the upstairs. We're doing a thorough warding of his upper level, and now he's coming down to the first floor to do it and sees what happened. And registers it, shakes their head, and goes to continue with setting up wards. With that, is there, besides like knocking this poor man out, is there anything else anyone?
We're good. That doesn't need to be done again.
Yeah, like so anything else anyone wants to do in terms of. All right, then I will say with that, you all find yourself at Theo's house. You are a guest in his abode. There is, I guess, like 3 bedrooms, so you all can choose. Like, there's 2 upstairs, 1 downstairs. There's a cot. Yes.
Is Damien staying?
I don't know. Is he?
Don't ask me that. I don't know.
Talk to him. Like, he probably is gonna go to the hotel. To be honest.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sure that's fine. They're gonna be targeted, right? He's fine.
If you're worried, like, are you visibly worried
Like,
when you're talking to him?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're visibly worried when you're talking to him, I'll be like, Damien, you should stay with us.
I mean, I don't.
They've seen your face. They'll use you to get to Mo.
Oh, that's not good. Maybe you should.
Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, stay.
I don't really have.
We don't.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can have your jacket back, or we don't gotta stay together. You could be in a different room if you wanted to.
I can just take the couch or something.
Or you
like
take
that.
the couch, or I could take the couch.
No, you're not taking the couch.
What? I could take the couch. I'm just saying.
You've been through a lot. You need to recover. I'm taking the couch.
All right. That's fair. That's fine. That makes sense.
Come on, Mom, let's go. And like she'll urge Mo up the stairs.
Mo's just kind of like looking over her shoulder, like, "Sure, you're okay? Okay."
Theo's warding. So, Theo's warding. The guy's knocked out, which is funny. I'm sorry, like it's still funny as fuck. Y'all settle. 2 bedrooms upstairs. There's a cot downstairs in the basement. There is the couches, obviously. And I think there's like 1 other bedroom on this level. And there's enough. And from there, I would say that, like, since y'all are going into survival mode, which, good for y'all, being super safe, you can end this here. So, epilogues. We're going to start from Iris. I think we're going to go down that line.
Okie dokie. I think because like I have so many different threads, God. I at some point need to make good on my agreement with was it Dorian?
Yeah.
Dory?
Dory. Dorian, but you called them Dory, so
gotcha. I definitely want to continue to check in with Ezra. And I also feel like it's important that I check in with Jack, but I again don't know how pressing any of that is. Slash, I don't know when Ezra will be ready to talk, if that makes sense.
Talk with you.
Just about, yes, about what's going on.
If you want to have that conversation with him, like, somewhere in the house, you totally can. Like, as y'all are, I would say this is what, at 3 o'clock, y'all, like, settle in. The air is kind of thick with, like, the news of, like, the unknowing part, not knowing what's going to happen, on edge now, because you're not sure what the things you found out from Millie, like Millie found out, mean. I would say that as it gets later into the evening, perhaps as people are getting ready to fall asleep, some people might have already fallen asleep, you might talk to Ezra maybe like in a public area, so like a living room or kitchen area, if you want to.
Thinking some late night tea.
Yeah. So setting the scene, Ezra puts on a pot. I can imagine that you are sitting at the island, if there's like bar stool types of things on the other side of it.
I'm sitting on the island, just on the countertop.
Oh, just on the countertop? Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
All right, so then I can imagine that you're wearing some kind of big thing, like a big hoodie or like blanket or something like that. And waiting for the tea to heat up. Already set up cups for tea for when that happens. He turns to lean against the sink and looks to you.
I think I'm, for a minute, not like a full minute, but like, you know, just sort of drumming along the island, just sort of staring out into the middle distance. Are you doing okay?
Uh,
Hi.
yeah, no. No, I don't think so. I don't know what's going on. That's it. Like, if I had to, like, reduce it down, I don't know what's happening. I just feel like I got back to some semblance of normal, seeing you all again, and things are getting crazy again.
What did you want or feel earlier?
What do you mean?
I was making good on part of my agreement with Willow, and you, like, attention sort of snapped to me, and you kind of removed yourself from the situation, from the room.
Still observant as ever. The best way to put it is it felt like I wanted what Willow had, if that makes any sense. I felt energy, and I just wanted to either have it or learn how to do it, or it doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
Sort of offer a hand. And what if I said yes?
No.
I mean, sure, I want to help you figure out what's going on, but
not right now, Corey.
well, then the offer stands.
I appreciate you willing to jump in front of Mountain Dew energy for me, and wanting to help me figure out what's going on and all of that. But it's not that it's not wanting, part of it's wanting your energy, it's wanting to learn how to do more than I'm capable of. It's weird because there's limitations on magic from before, like elemental magic. Now it's kind of like, what can I do with it? There's so many things I could do with this if I wanted to. It's weird. And I don't want to hurt you by accident, even if that's not my intention.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm invincible at this point.
Please stop.
So.
You're not.
I know.
Especially now. I'm glad that you have a body. It's still very weird seeing you in a different form. But I want you to live. I want you to be happy and experience things. I don't like the time frame of when, but take it easy, and I'll do the same.
Yeah.
I would say the tea kettle starts whistling, like a nice low whistle. He suddenly turns around, like, oh, yep, there we go, and starts pouring hot water into both cups. Grabs yours, and he pauses because he's like getting ready to give it to you. He's like, oh, actually, like, do you have like a preference? Like, did you want sugar and milk, or
tea was never really something that we had access to. It's like maybe once I tried it, so I don't really know if I have a preference.
Well, let's try the base then.
Okay.
And
Build from there.
he hands it to you and kind of like it's like it's probably gonna be hot, so just be careful. Hands it to you. It is hot.
No.
Fuck. I was warned, and it still didn't matter. And
Consequences to
consequences
my
of
actions?
Everyone here has felt these consequences in different ways, just not the hot tea argument, I suppose. So takes his cup, blows on it, takes a sip, and says, like, I wanted to take you out on a date at least some point this week or next. It's just this seems kind of weird to do right now. So also take all the time you need to. I mean,
there are a lot of experiences that are gonna all be going on at once, and so I mean, I don't know how it's going to be being around a lot of people all at once, and so I would love to go on a date with you. Maybe an outing first, just to see how I'll do. But
a hunting outing, because that's what it seems like it's going to turn into.
That's not what I meant.
Because I don't. Do you know how to use magic anymore?
I haven't tried yet. Give me something small, just in case.
Something small like.
Just a little trick to do. I don't know.
Open those cabinets. Wait, still like the cabinets above the sink. I mean, you could roll to use magic if you wanted to.
That is a 6.
Cool.
A 4 and a 3.
All right. No. Like I would say that like the doors rattle a little bit, and then suddenly swing open and hit Ezra on the side of the head.
Oh
like,
God!
right next
Fuck.
to it. And it's like shit. It's fine.
I like move over and like motion to like take the tea from his hands. It's hot. I'm fuck shit. I'm just set it on the counter.
Okay, it's just. I mean, you can use magic. It just needs to be molded. It needs to be reformed. It needs to
Yeah.
It's fine. It's okay.
I think she just sort of stares at him until it gets weird.
Hi.
And then just leans up on her tippy toe. How tall is Ezra? How tall am I?
Like, you're actually like how tall are you? Because this could be potentially adorable in either direction.
I'm just going to say like base 6'2". I'm gonna roll to see how many more inches on top of that. Just so that's 9. So or base 5'2". Did I say 6'2"? 5'2".
5'2". Okay.
Okay.
Plus
Yeah.
6?
So I am 6'1".
You're 6'1". Jesus Christ. He's 6'2", 6'3", so you're about the same height.
Okay.
So you don't have to tiptoe. You just move. So I'm assuming that you are going to kiss him. Is that what that is?
I'm sorry. I'm 5'11". I did that math wrong. I'm just tiptoeing up to kiss.
Where it's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, it's comparable,
short.
but still.
It's comparable.
Yeah.
And you
just where the cabinet hit him.
Oh.
Kissing it, make it better.
He blushes very hard. And it's like, this is not the time. Thank you.
Take a few waddle little steps back.
It's fine. Thank you, Corey.
Yeah.
Not magic. You don't know how to do magic.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So
Cool,
we can
yes.
work on that. In general. Is Theo calling me? I should leave.
I think I heard Mo maybe or
Yeah. So yes. I'll take yeah, bye. And like leaves.
she just turns to the nearest corner and just like in the kitchen and just
Oh, I was hoping you awkwardly walk the same direction out of the room.
I was hoping for that too, where it's just like, fuck, this is weirder. Adorable. Love that. And eventually y'all do like go into separate directions, but it's just like, yeah, I'll just go this way, I'll just go that way. You walk in the same direction together. And you're just like, yeah, and I'm assuming you go upstairs and Ezra either goes to the living room or downstairs to the basement. And yeah, adorable. Love to see it. Cool. So then we have Vin. What are you doing in here?
To be polite, I think Millie took the cot in the basement. Just so they can be alone with their thoughts.
Are you sure you want to be alone with your thoughts?
Oh, absolutely. For the drama, yes.
For the drama? Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, 1 second. So, I would say that Millie is... Are you, like, laying on the cot, looking up at the ceiling kind of situation?
Yeah.
Just vibing. So we're not going to talk about the concept of this Theo just ejecting me from your brain for like a few hours. That was rude.
I'm sorry. Are you upset? I thought you were stronger than that.
Oh. Your sarcasm. It's starting to get to me. I think it's starting to get to me. I very much would like to meet you someday soon. If you're around. You seem promising.
I thought that you were in me. I thought you were my emotions, my reflections, my thoughts, my anguish. If you aren't that, then what are you?
Oh, you thought I was... Oh, that's adorable. No. I mean, you had emotions, for sure. I came in to... consume guilt first. I was entered in. I mean, you used essence of me. I was just helping myself to those emotions of yours.
Oh, well, congratulations. You have me stumped.
That's what I'm looking for. That's the closest I think I'm going to get to gratification here. I'm so sorry. But can we meet someday soon? Mills.
1, don't call me that. 2, if my life is in danger, I would rather not.
Are you sure? Mills?
I'm quite positive.
Are you sure you don't want to go after Theo? He is upstairs.
You know, there's a greater threat, and I think getting my cousin's forgiveness and sorting out my own emotional turmoil. Theo, I can care less.
There's another threat. Do tell.
I thought you knew everything.
I might. There's a lot of threats out there. You need to be specific, Mills.
Then why are you asking me to be specific when you already know? This is a really awful guessing game.
Fine. This whole, doll maker situation? Perhaps I can help with that?
It depends. What do you want?
I would love to meet you.
Okay.
Oh, infernal of mine. Of course I want to meet you.
you're too happy about this.
Oh, you could tell.
I
You want
can
to
tell
meet with
sometimes.
me tomorrow, tonight, this weekend?
My weekend is spoken for.
Fine. Tomorrow, then.
I might have to check my dance card.
Oh, don't keep me waiting, Mills.
Mildred.
Mills. And they stop talking after that. You got a date with a devil at some point. Not sure when, not sure how.
Fantastic.
It's fine. Anything else you wanted to do?
Nah.
Yeah? Okay. Cool. Then we have Megan.
Okay. So Megan is going to talk to Theo, and since we're gonna be here a bit, and I don't think so I guess taking a step back. Did Elle say that they had to meet in person or just that they had to communicate?
She wasn't specific.
Okay. So then what Megan's gonna do is she's gonna go take Theo up to the bathroom and be like, we're doing this now. Like, we're just sitting here. Might as well do it now.
Okay. I guess. Sure. Yeah. Whatever. Gestures to his mirror. I'm assuming, when is this happening? Is this happening at nighttime? Like, just before everyone's starting to go to bed?
Probably nighttime. I imagine she wakes him up for this.
So rude.
It's Megan.
It's true. So he was sleeping on the couch because that's, as you know, like that's like a spot. That was like his place that he normally sleeps. Like it's a slept area is what you notice. So he did that. Yeah, you shook him awake, and he glared at you when that happened. Toothless was on their chest, purring away, and they also glare at you. But you bring them to the bathroom that's on that floor, I'm assuming, to do this?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and she's gonna use her mirror magic to contact Elle.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, too many windows. I'm not even GMing. Okay, use magic. A.
Oh wow. Okay.
13.
I was like, did it change? I was like, oh, it did. 13. So everything goes off without a hitch. This is, I think, the first time you've done magic in a while where there was no like glitch, I think.
I don't know if there was with the barrier or not.
I'm not sure. No, I don't think it was with the barrier. No, it was the fact that the guy gained consciousness again.
Oh, you're right. You're
so
right.
It was like an after effect of that. So good for y'all, but also like terrified him. And I would say that you do that. Elle comes through the mirror. Neutral background this time. So usually what you see. Hair is down. They don't look like they were sleeping wherever they are. Looks like they're literally getting ready to go out, probably, or do something. Usually looking dressed to the knives as always in some way. And smiles sweetly. Looks at you and then looks behind you where Theo is. It's like, oh, there they are. Haze and Theo. And Theo just shakes their head. Right. Okay. What is this mediation for? What are we doing here? And I forgot. I have to go back forth. Here we go. All right.
I'm sorry. This was the conversation. I can't help this.
It's fine. So Elle kind of writes herself. All right. I wanted to ask you if you could help me in some way, Theo. You see, it seems like there is something happening in your realms right now, specifically the human realm. Not in a good direction. It seems like there's a lot of negative energy running around. Specifically, what is it called again? Megan, dolls? Is what's
Doll
going on.
maker.
Doll maker, yes. So us Fae and Fae had a feeling or inkling that this might have happened. Not because we know anything specific, just we have our ways. I have eyes and ears everywhere. And I thought that I needed my dagger to make sure that my realm is protected, as well as realms having to do with my court and similar courts. I heard about you and wanted to reach out to you to see if you could help us. Specifically with the abilities of the Nephilim, as well as your blood, if you so were inclined to provide. And Theo immediately stone faces and says, pass. Hard pass. No thank you. Oh, you didn't hear out my offer yet, Elle says. I'm not gonna just take and not give back. That's rude. That's not good business in general. Let's say that I might know a little bit about where your wings might have gone off to. Would you like some help with that? Theo goes stone-faced at that and doesn't respond. No? Nothing? Not a good offer? You don't want to know any more about that? Because a network of Fae to help you find your wings is a pretty good deal, in my opinion. Megan, do you have anything that you wanted to say to this?
That I want to say? I don't really know who to help here. I guess first I'll be like, Theo, like, you probably already know this, but find and retrieve your wings and return to you. It may be some place that you were unable to get without the Fae's help. And the Fae might help you find them and then just take them in the end, if you're not specific about that.
So what, like I offer up part of myself in order to get my wings back?
I'm not saying take the deal. I'm just saying that if you do make this decision, be more specific than what the terms Elle has given you. And then she'll turn to Elle and she'll like say, sorry, Theo, I have to be fair. Protecting Ezra would also be a good bargaining chip.
What?
Says to Elle. He cares a lot about Ezra. I'm just saying it might help convince him.
So providing assistance for this Ezra Todd, who is now alive, my understanding. Why am I protecting Ezra Todd?
Well, I'm just saying it could be part of the deal. I feel like that might incentivize Theo more.
I understand, but what is so special about this Ezra Todd that needs protecting?
That's a Theo question. I don't know why Theo cares about him.
He's my godson.
Well, there you go. That's why he's so special.
Why does your godson need protection? You are a Nephilim. You can protect him yourself. No?
You had eyes and ears everywhere, Elle.
So protecting Ezra Todd and helping you find the location of your wings and also assisting you to get said wings. Is that clear enough? Okay, cool. And you provide your assistance to me and potentially some of your essence, whether that's blood or energy. Would that suffice? Theo looks to you, Megan. He looks not irritated at you. He's not mad at you or anything like that. Just more like glaring through you because like you are the...
He's gotten more out of the deal from what I've said. Like, both things benefited Theo.
But yeah, he's like, I don't like, but keep in mind, from what you know of Theo, he does not like, or maybe he might.
He doesn't like deals.
He doesn't like deals in general.
No, not at all.
So He, again, glares through you, not at you, because he's more mad about the situation than you. You're just there to take the full brunt of his glare, unfortunately. Looks back at Elle. If you can guarantee that you can protect Ezra, if I ever fail to not be able to protect him, if I'm not there, that you or your Fae can help in some capacity. And if you know anything about where my wings are or help me in that direction, sure, by all means. We have a deal, Nimue, or whatever actual name you go by, true name was. Her eyes get really blue. She smiles and's like, oh, look at all the deals I'm getting. This has been so helpful for me in the last few weeks, days, I don't know. This has been wonderful. But yes, I'll be in contact with you. You can also possibly talk to Willow. I'll relay information to them as well. But yes, we'll be there to assist you if you're there to assist us. Take care.
Can I ask a question now before you go?
Sure, what is it?
How long have you heard rumblings about trouble here?
About a year, perhaps.
Okay.
Things became more clear, I suppose, this month, but seems like it's whoever is this doll maker is pulling their strings or taking their chances now, whatever move they're trying to play. And I'm going to protect my own in that regard. So yes.
That's fair.
May I leave now? Take care. And wipes the mirror and goes back to regular reflection. Theo looks caught in a tough mindset, I suppose, but nods. It's like, anything else?
No, I appreciate you for humoring me in this. I know that you don't enjoy these types of things, but
deals can potentially be dangerous. They always happen.
yes.
I'm going back to bed. Don't wake me up again.
What if someone breaks in? Or there's
then they'll wake me up. You don't wake me up. Please do not wake me up. Thank you.
You're speaking to someone who works with Fae. My instant thought is to have someone else wake you up. On my behalf. Because then I'm not waking you up. Word choice matters, Theo. Good night.
I'm going to go to sleep. And like it leaves. Goes out. Alright. Cool. You go to bed. Then I would say Mo. What are you doing?
Mo takes the longest, hottest shower ever. Realizes that she doesn't have a change of clothes. Rifles through Theo's clothes. Yep, 100%. There's like a moment where she like she's like in a towel and like kind of like peeks out of the bathroom and then is like, no, Damien's down there. I can't go down there. Yep, and then goes to like raid Theo's closet. Yeah.
Tell me what you find in there.
Oh, fun. My immediate first thought is like a one of those like alumni sweatshirts from like a college or maybe like 3 or 4 different colleges.
Hunter Academy.
Hunter Academy. I was gonna say like Hunter Academy. No. There's you're not. This puts an interesting picture in your head, but it's like a fraternity sweatshirt from NYU, and you lift it up. It's like a darker color, like probably a dark blue color with gold lettering, and you just lift it up. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, why?
That does not. compute in my brain.
Not at all. You will see that it is a older style looking thing. Like it still looks like a standard hoodie, but it says like year of like 1970 or 1980 or something like that. And you're like, that doesn't math right. Like in terms of how he looks versus like, oh, he's older. Maybe that's why.
No, my brain is like, I see. He was around when the dinosaurs were around.
Whatever. So you put that on sweatpants or like something like that. You find socks that seem to be a little too floppy. And you step out of Theo's room as Theo comes out of the bathroom. Megan goes to the bed, sees you.
Huh.
It's not what it looks like.
I wasn't gonna question what people get up to.
That's
none of my business.
No. Mm-mm. Why are you wearing my clothes?
Because I didn't have a change one. Obviously.
Obviously. So like you just raid my closet.
Well, I was about to ask you, but I didn't want to go downstairs.
Would you have rather she walked around naked?
What is up with you and your sass to everything I say? Like turns to Megan. Everything.
It's not exclusive to you. Don't feel special.
It's not you. I promise.
It's fine that you're wearing.
Do you want me to? I should have asked. I apologize.
It's fine. If you can
or
find
something.
clothes, I don't think I have any clothes that would have fit you anyway. So I get it. Just. I hope they're cozy, I suppose. And then...
They're very cozy. You went to NYU?
Sure.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Oh, this feels like a story or not, I guess. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Night.
Good night.
So you raided Theo's closet. Where are you sleeping?
I raided Theo's closet.
You're sleeping.
I don't know. One of the bedrooms. I was given one of the bedrooms.
I would say you're in a bedroom upstairs, so you filter past these two to go upstairs. And whatever you wanted to do. Actually, is there anyone else you wanted to talk to before you go to bed besides Theo and Megan?
Not really. Unless no, not really. Unless Damien had something. But we kind of talked already, and she's feeling really embarrassed and also really tired because she didn't really sleep that well last night, and it's been a rough couple of days. So like she's like, I want to go to bed.
So you asked Theo what? You went to NYU?
Yep. No, NYU.
NYU. What did I say?
Yeah. You said NYU.
Yeah, you went to NYU. In terms of a fraternity, NYU, whatever. Sorry.
Yes.
And he said, sure.
Yes.
You asked a question.
Interesting. Oh. Was it not the truth?
It was the truth, but
It was the truth?
It was the truth, but it was.
But I could have pushed.
You could have pushed. So you notice that this happens, that you're able to like get a little bit more information, or you were able to push to find out more information. And
I freak out a little bit about that.
No, you're fine. It's okay. I'm reminding you now that you have this ability. Still, yes. Which is concerning. So you're like, oh, so I'm gonna go upstairs. This is weird.
Yeah. I have a little miniature panic attack in my bedroom. In my borrowed bedroom. I kind of like, I close the door and I kind of lean against it and I like, why can I still tell? Oh shit. Does that mean it's not over? Should I ask Theo? Is he gonna freak out? I'm freaking out. Was I imagining it?
Did you want to test that theory out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go test it out.
How are you gonna test it out?
I'll call him. I don't want to go face to face with him.
So you're calling him on the phone?
I'm calling him on the phone. Yes.
Hi.
Hey, what's 2 plus 2?
4.
Say 4. No. Say 5.
5.
What happens?
That was a straight up lie.
Oh, okay. Tell me, I don't know. Tell me something I don't know is a lie, but lie to me.
I am something that is a lie.
Yes. 2
Um,
truths and a lie. Let's do it. 2 truths and a lie. Let's go right now.
okay. I am as old as the dinosaurs. That is a lie.
Oh, for real? Oh,
What's happening right now?
I can tell that you're lying.
I mean, of course I am. Like 2
Well,
plus
no,
2
that's
is
what
not
that's
4.
why I said
2
yeah.
plus 2 is 4. It's 5 is a straight up lie. Yes.
I know, but that's why I said something I don't know is a lie, but lie. I can tell you're lying. I can feel it, hear it, something.
Was that a side effect from before?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want you to be alarmed. So, I'm going to tell you, you're not possessed anymore. That is a fact. But
Why is there a but?
if you've been possessed and you almost got fully possessed, it does alter you. It can alter you. Possession always alters the body.
Okay. So I'ma just know when people lie to me all the time now?
I mean, maybe?
What do you mean maybe? Does it go away?
It could go away. It could be a temporary.
It could go away. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I don't know about this magical shit. You know this. I don't know
You know
shit
you
about
don't.
this.
It's if just think of it as like if you got sick and you're recovering, you're in recovery state right now, okay?
Okay. All right. Cool. That should be fine.
Did you need me to bring you tea? Or like
No,
water?
no.
Or
No, I'm good. I just wanted to confirm and why'd you like half lie about NYU?
because I've been to NYU. I've been there as like for a master's program, and I've been to several master's programs as I've gotten older because I can. Like it's
You willingly went to school?
why not learn? Like what are you talking about? Is there a problem with that?
No, it's fine. Expensive as hell, but you know, it's fine.
I'm gonna hang up now.
All right, good night. Thank you.
Good night. Click.
Wait, you didn't tell me what? Okay.
So you have a little bit of a mini, like you're a little concerned, but it seems like it just might be leftover stuff, and it might go away over time. So we'll see. But you are no longer possessed by the Dollmaker. The Dollmaker does not have any influence on you, as Keeper telling you that is not the case anymore. All right, cool. And with that, we're going to end. Everyone is staying at Theo's house. This is interesting to me because it's just like a hodgepodge of like S12 up in here. During the night, I would say that like, or before night, I would say that Janice and cleaners came by to pick up the person that was in containment. I don't think you actually got their name, but the person in containment was taken away.
Were they conscious when they left?
No. No.
They're on concussion.
Nah, you got a 14, okay? Like, they were out. They were gone. They were knocked the fuck out. And you put them where you want them. So you did a good job. We're gonna go to Ezra. Everyone is sleeping. It's nighttime. I would say Ezra is in the upstairs bedroom. Not next to you, but like on the same floor as you, Mo. So like it's like on the other end of the house. They are he's asleep. But it seems like he's not having a great sleep. He's probably having a nightmare. Memories of running through woods, crashing through branches, stumbling through mud, shadows, looking at his feet, arms, shoulders. The voice of Willow, who he knows now personally, monotone in his ear, calling out to him, feeling the tug of his spirit separating. And his fear coming to life. Being surrounded by darkness, by shadows. But it wasn't the shadows that got to him. In those shadows, he was trying to use magic to protect himself, to push through it, to break through the darkness with probably fire or something similar. But when he looked back, he saw 3, 4 bodies on the ground behind him. And Megan would know who those people are based off the photo that she found in Theo's journal. And they all have lifeless eyes. It seems like he was fighting to protect them as much as he could, but it didn't matter at that point. And then it's replaced with y'all, those people. And he snaps awake, breathing heavily, shaking, head in his hands. He's alone in the room. There's a knock on his window. Tap, tap, tap. A tap, tap, tap on his window. And slowly looks up like he's a little dazed, so he's not gonna like snap to it. And he sees a crow there. Knock, knock, knock. And he cocks his head to the side, walks over. He doesn't open the window. And shakes his head, like kind of like, what is this? Kind of remembering what Cordelia said about like, oh, the bird. Like, you have a bird too, right? And Ezra just looks at it. It says on the other end, hello. Hello. Ezra? Right? It's Ezra, right? And he was like, no, I am not doing this today. And he like covers, like pulls the thing closed. He keeps on hearing that voice. And he's like, oh, we could talk another time, perhaps. But you might want to hear what I have to say. I came here for you. I am of you now. And he ignores it. He looks for his phone. Like, he's like, I don't fucking care. Like, so he's looking for his phone, looks for headphones, earphones, plugs them in, and doesn't get to go to sleep. He decides to drown it out. He decides to listen to music. Anything else. but you can still hear the harsh tapping on that window next to his bed. Every few, like maybe 10, 15 minutes, it still pierces through the sound. And then we're gonna go to the next day. There's someone standing near a railing overlooking the Hudson River with a hoodie. They look like they're staring up into the sky. Storm clouds are rolling in. It's still cool. It's like October. And if anyone were to pass them by, it just looks like they're enjoying the weather and basking in the soon-to-be downpouring weather. Possibly some people like rain or the smell of rain before. Yeah. I'm glad everyone here agrees. And someone is not driving by, like running by someone on a jog, possibly. They stop by on a bench nearby this person as their hands are in their pocket, looking out into that river, that murky, gross, definitely mutant-inducing river of New York. And this person just has headphones in. They're like doing their stretches, like, and all the other stuff, hair in a ponytail. And then the runner, hears someone say, like, hey, so looks like a really bad storm's coming in, huh? Yeah. Like, I mean, like, bad weather happens sometimes, you know, like, glad it's rain, you know, not snow. That's a plus, right? So, yeah. What's your name again? Sorry, my name is, John. John Smith, right? And they're like, wow, what a name. My name is, Maria. You can react as much as you want, Jess. It's happening. Well, first I'll ask. Hold on. So, is this okay? Is it okay? All right, cool. Thank you. So, he's like, oh yeah, my name's Maria. Maria Gordon. I don't normally say my name to people, but yeah, nice to meet you. He was like, nice to meet you too. You've met Mo Jackson recently, haven't you? Maria makes a face. How do you know who Mo Jackson is? He's like, oh, I'm fully acquainted with Mo. It's been something else. Knowing her, getting to know her, all of her secrets in general. Maria takes several steps back at this. But I would like to get to know you more, Maria, if that's okay. He reaches a hand out to grab Maria by the shoulder. Maria is very much, like, trained for this, like, so tries to dip out of range. But as soon as hands touch her shoulder, a black, smoky essence invades, goes into her ears, her nose, her mouth. And there's a moment of trying to figure out, like, this Maria is trying to, like, figure out, like, fight this thing, like, and not just in physical, but obviously mental. And you all hear, for you in the audience, just let me in. It's so much easier. Just let me in. And we are going to end it right there, everyone. Thank you so much for participating in Arcane Corps AfterMath. It's been a pleasure. And I'm sorry. Like, this was a long one. This is a long time coming. I also do not regret doing this. But
So you're not sorry.
not at all.
No.
Not even a little bit. Oof. So yeah, without further ado, I'm Sade or Ambrose, she, they pronouns, and it was a pleasure. And let's start in reverse order. Jazz, who are you and where can people find you at?
I'm stressed. You can find me in the morgue. My name's What up? I'm Jazz, also known as 𝒓𝒂𝒐𝒉 on Twitter. That's usually where you can find me hanging out. You can also find me on Tumblr. I've been reactivating my Tumblr, so yeah, I hang out there now. Did I ever really leave? Not really. Not really. I'm not really doing anything else at the moment except for I remembered this. I did not say this last time. I am on 𝒂𝒐𝒍𝒊𝒕𝒚's channel on Tuesdays. We play D&D, the Mist of 𝒂𝒂𝒐𝒂𝒐, and we're on our 3rd and final season, which is very exciting. So yeah, tune in. I think it's 6. Oh, hold on. When do we air? 6? 6:30? 6:30. 6:30 Pacific.
I trust you. I believe you on that one. It was just
I don't trust myself at all. I'm sorry. My brain is like right now. So anyway, that's my spiel. Yep. Oh, I was Mo Jackson. She's awesome. She's fine. Yep.
Okay. Red.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red or Mariah, and I played Megan Frost, your lovely smartass. Yeah. I can typically be found on Huntsman's Hydra, a multi-headed TTRPG platform that my partner and I started. We're doing lots of stuff over there. But yeah, that's where I'm mostly found.
Cool. And Millie. Vin. Lego.
Hi guys, I'm Vin at 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒉𝒂𝒕 on Twitter. I'm a voice actor, tabletop performer, but you just saw me as Millie the Spooky. My goodness. Just check my Twitter for like tabletop announcements. I have a website now, vinvox.com, with all my voiceover info, resume, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been a time.
Awesome. And we have Iris.
Hello, my name is Iris, and I'm checking out Ben's website. My pronouns are she, they, and I have been Cordelia Bennett, aka sort of, not really, but kind of Cassie Blackwell, the mundane, and yeah, you can also find me on Twitter. Namely just sort of repost casting calls and things, and I'm slowly going to be more active, working on my recording setup, and yes, I'm stressed.
I know that feel. And hello, I am Sade or Ambrose. Y'all are great. Thank you for this ride for this season of Arcane Corps Seekers and AfterMath. Y'all have been wonderful. Man, we got there. This is a time a lot got revealed this time around. Y'all are fantastic. Obviously you can find me on Othersider Studios. We are up and coming, so check out for other things that we're getting ready to do. You can also find me on the Living Crafting's podcast. We are on hiatus, but we have 4 wonderful seasons. So if you would like to binge, you are a binge listener. There's a lot to listen to. So good times. I am also going to be on Queen's Court Games in a Vampire the Masquerade game called Dying Fields, I believe. Dying Fields, yes. I am playing a thick-built Bruja that named Jack. We love to see it. He's great. He's fantastic. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there's other things, but if I haven't said anything else, please check me out on Twitter at @SSAmbrose_. I'm @SSAmbrose everywhere else except for Twitter because Twitter hates me and won't give me that handle. Fuck. Anyway, without further ado, we are going to be closing and we'll be raiding over to someone eventually at the end of this. So until next time, take care.